We're going strong with as long as this videos, but I still can't talk. So today I am going to be doing my November wrap up because I did manage to read some books this month, and I read a total of 2-ish books, and I'll get to the ish later on because I don't know how to count that, really. Yeah, so this is my wrap up. So, the first book I would like to share with you guys is The Young Elites by Marie Lu, and I started this off at the beginning of the month, and I got a little less than halfway through, and I had to put it down. Case in point, my video about DNFing books, which I will leave a link on the screen for you to go see that. I did manage to pick this up the last night of November, one of those days. It's a blur for me, but I managed to finish it just because I wanted to say I finished it and see if it got any better, and I wasn't really that impressed with this book. It does have some interesting concepts and powers and stuff like that, but some of the main tropes that are happening, like the main character keeping secrets and possibly being a traitor and stuff like that, was just not sitting right with me, and I don't know, it was just ugh. I gave this book a 2 out of 5 stars, and I hope to go into a more in-depth review of this book hopefully later on this month. I don't think I'll move on to read The Rose Society, just not at this point in time. The other book I picked up is The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. I just picked this up off my bookshelf on a whim, be like, you know what, let's do this, and I absolutely loved this book. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars, and I just loved it. I can't even put into tangible words what I loved about this. The fact that, you know, we all want to be the queen, or not just the princess, and the fact that our main character, Kelsey, is the bloody queen. Like, her coming into power, and that is something I really enjoyed. And then there was, like, her just owning it, basically. I do have this weird theory that they talk about, like, the crossing and, like, pre-crossing and like traveling from the old lands to the new lands, and for most of this book I had this theory that they crossed space and they're technically on a different planet, because I've heard from the booktube community that this is supposed to be in our future, in a regress society, but I don't know where on Earth this would be taking place. Unless it's like an alternate universe or dimension thing. There is talk about actual, like, ships during the crossing, so that theory kind of went. I will definitely get my hands on Invasion of the Tearling. I don't know when, but hopefully soon. I feel like this book left off in a really good spot that I can hold off on the second book, because there's gonna be a third. I've also heard that this might be turned into a movie, and there's rumors of Emma Watson being in it, which I have to disagree with her for a choice of playing Kelsey, because Kelsey is described as being incredibly plain. She's not a pretty sight to look at, you know, and Emma Watson is. I just don't feel like that would be a good choice. I think they should find someone who fits the characterization a little bit better. I said I read 2 books-ish, and the ish part is the fact that I want to include fan fiction that I read, because I wouldn't normally include fan fiction in the things that I've read, but basically this fan fiction had a word count of 737,000 words. That is like a huge freaking book. If, like, I did the calculations on the computer, I'd be like, how many pages is this? And it's like, well, with this font that you're reading in, it's like almost like a 2,000 page book. So, yeah. it was a Harry Potter fanfiction. It is called Harry Crow. I'm sure if you can Google Harry Crow, it'll pop up. I'll leave it in the description below as well. But it was like 100 and something chapters long, and it's all about this alternate timeline in which Harry was brought up by goblins, and I really liked it because it had my ultimate one true pairing of Harry Potter and Hermione Granger. I'm a Harry and Hermione shipper, and I'm unapologetic about it. I think that's also one of the reasons why I haven't been able to finish the actual books. So yeah, it took me like a week to read that, so I'm including it because technically it's like, it was big enough to be a book, so I might as well include it, even though it is fan fiction. I really enjoyed it. Also, did anyone get the Harry Potter references in here? Because I did. It was pretty nifty. Yeah. I also plan to have a full review of this book later on this month. So that is my wrap up for November. I don't know what I hope to do. Where was I going with that question? So this places me on track for my 50 book goal for this year. So I still have a bit of reading to do before I hit that goal. I'm no longer ahead. I've now been a little behind, and now I'm on track. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any thoughts and opinions about the books that I've read, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and we can have maybe a little chat. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!